Hi there, Bill Hitchcock. Certainly hope everything's going great for you. We got a great program to get out to you. Here it is Monday, April 28th. We're going to talk about what just happened over this past weekend. Lots of stuff going on along the coast of North Carolina. Big king mackerel are still being caught. Some oddball catches. The tuna have moved in, like the bluefin tunas that we've been talking about. Blackfin tunas have moved in very, very close, not only in one location, well, from Hatteras all the way down to the Crystal Coast area. We're going to talk about that, but what I want to do first is show you some pretty exciting video. Bluefish catches, as we've been talking about, have gone ballistic up and down the coast of North Carolina. And I got up with, or rather, he got up with me, Rich Markward with Slack Tides Fishing. Write that down, Slack Tides Fishing. It's a wonderful YouTube site. Rich also mates with Alley Cat Sport Fishing. He was out on Alley Cat Sport Fishing. Blue fishing, you want to see what the bluefish activity is like? Take a look.
Behind him. Oh, look how beautiful this water is.
I had to switch these hooks out.
Good Lord. Is he on there? Yeah, he's on there. Got him. Hey, I'm bringing them to me. Bringing them to me. I know, I'm bringing them to me.
Is there a certain thing they're trying to catch? Huh? Oh, I see. Yeah. Like the guy. No, what are they?
Oh. Come on, quit flopping. Yes, it is. Come on. Oh. No, keep that head up. Keep that head up. All right, we're there. It's all right. Hold on, I'm gonna turn him around. Beautiful. Look how big that blue is, dog. Look at that.
That's a chopper.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Again, I'd like to thank Rich Markward with Slack Tides Fishing. That's the name of his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of exciting videos. Go to it. Again, Slack Tides Fishing. They were fishing aboard the Alley Cat Sport Fishing vessel where he is the mate, or where he mates on that boat. So thank you for giving us that video. We'll get more little snippets of videos out to you from him. If you want to see the long version, go to Slack Tides Fishing on YouTube. That's where it's all about. Now, before we get on with the fishing report, which got my little sign back there behind me, I want to get out a little news to you. First off, Contender, no, not the boat, the shark. It is a shark that was just pinged. It's with O-Search, where they tag sharks, follow their migration pattern and all. This shark was tagged off of the Florida-Georgia coast, I believe, last January. It just pinged off the coast of North Carolina. When they tagged it, it was 13.8 feet long, weighed estimated 1,653 pounds. Let me show you a little quick video from the Inside Edition, I believe it is, when they tagged Contender.
Marine biologists have named this big guy Contender. With those teeth, he's not one you'd want to get into a fight with. Contender is a white shark who weighs in at 1,653 pounds. At 14 feet long, he is the largest male white shark ever tagged by nonprofit ocean researchers, O-Search. According to Smithsonian Ocean, the average female is 15 to 16 feet long, while males reach 11 to 13 feet. Contender is 14 feet long.
Now let's go take a look where this fish was seen, where Contender was seen, or pinged rather, not seen, on April 25th. That's where it is off the coast of North Carolina. I'm going to show you a little another perspective from it. Look the path that contender has been following. It's right along the 1,000 fathom drop. That first mark is the 100 fathom. That second is the 1,000 fathom drop. And actually, they're off of Hatteras is getting real close to where both the 100 and the 1,000 fathom drop is, and that's where he has been cruising. And to give you an idea of size, remember about a month ago when a guy caught off of the surf in Hatteras caught a shark around 1,500 pounds? That's what's cruising offshore. So the contender, watch out when you put your little tootsies in the water. I don't mean this. Somebody's going to get mad. Now, I do want to bring this up before we get on with the fishing report. We just had a pygmy whale, which I don't hear that much of. You usually hear a right whale or a humpback whale, but a pygmy whale washed up on the beach in Emerald Isle this past Wednesday. When it was on the beach, it washed up on the beach alive. Unfortunately, by the time the crew from the aquarium got there, it had died. So a live pygmy whale washed up on Emerald Isle last Wednesday, which is not a common occurrence. Why it happens, don't know. They're doing a necropsy on it. It happens. That's all I can say. Mother Nature can be cruel. It can be beautiful, but it is Mother Nature. Now let's get on with the fishing report. Let's start off with Hatteras Jacks. I want to get this up to you. They just had a 40th annual, the 4+ annual surf fishing tournament. That's the 40th annual. Look at what the size of the winning fish are. I'm going to go through this. You see red drum is 8.25 pounds. Bluefish, what is that? 12.2 pounds. Black drum, 6.6 pounds. Sea mullet, whiting, Virginia mullet, whatever you want to call it, 1.3 pounds. And gray trout at 1.65 pounds. These were the winning fish during the surf fishing tournament up in Hatteras. You go, well, wait a minute, Bill, they're catching these big ass drum and doe. How come it? Well, welcome to fishing. When everybody's out there fishing, we're going to hear about the big ones. But when you got a specific time and a specific place and a specific number of fishermen, you get a specific result. And here's case in point. Let me get that other graphic back up. So there we go. Now, red drum bait and tackle out of Buxton. They say red drum. And take a look. Now, this is what I really like. Red drum bait and tackle. They go on to report, say, Blackfin tuna on the back bar charters just right off the beach. Well, I went to back bar charters, Blackfin tuna. Remember that. Remember Blackfin tuna because they start showing up on down the coastline in close as well. Now, the Done Deal Sport Fishing out of Teachers Lair Marina said yesterday, a couple of days ago, again, this time of year, the prohibitive factor is lack of fishermen during the week and weather not cooperating. Those are the only two reasons why we won't get a fantastic fishing report up and down the coast of North Carolina. Just remember that. But the Done Deal Sport Fishing, they got some mahi and some blackfin tuna. Hatteras Harbor Marina, it turned out to be a rough one. There we go. But they had good catches of blackfin tuna. Several were citation size. They also had dolphin, wahoo, and the boats on the inshore, sheepshead, along with red drum and big bluefish. Now, trade winds. You remember last week when I said the offshore fishing report is going to start getting real boring? You're going to hear tuna, dolphin, wahoo with an occasional marlin. Usually they're fishing for marlin when they snag onto them. Well, Ocracoke, in a sense, has had a very boring fishing report for a month. Why is it boring? It's the same thing, and it's all great. The same thing primarily has been drum and big bluefish. Here's Sandy and Jim Wadlin caught these on Ocracoke Ramp 72. And here is Ramp 72. Here's a map of it. It's on the south end of Ocracoke. You can see you access it and then drive a little bit down towards the point. Also said flounder are being caught. You know, those things that don't exist or overfished or something they decided they were, but you can't keep. Anyway, let's go on down into the Cape Lookout, Crystal Coast area, Chasing Tails Outdoors, bait and tackle. I love Chasing Tails bait and tackle, like I love Trade Winds because they give great fish reports, great pictures. So stop on by, buy something from them, support those businesses. But Chasing Tails says they're a 10.36 pound gray triggerfish caught by Burt Warren, and also Garth Bossy. He didn't know what he had, but he had a 30-pound Jack Crevalle. Went screaming his drag. He also caught bluefish. And no, he didn't catch the dog. Dogs love to go fishing. They really, really do. I wanted to show you this. Dylan Brown, just a dude. He was out trolling AR-315, Artificial Reef 315, for bonita. And surprise, there's the blackfin tuna in close again. I want to put up this map from the Artificial Reef section of the Division of Marine Fisheries. This is AR-315. You can see it's directly off the main beach in Atlantic Beach. And I wanted to show you this as well. Sometimes people are working under the misnomer that an artificial reef is one thing. Sometimes it is many things scattered over a large area. And here's case in point. Here's a little map of the many things scattered over, I don't know, a mile or so out at AR-315. It's probably most noted for the old Atlantic Beach Bridge, the Turnstile Bridge. Well, it's out there. They used to, some dive shop used to do a bicycle race. Well, I'll just have to remember about that. TW's Charter Sport Fishing out of Beaufort. Look at this picture. Isn't it fantastic? On my little cheat sheet here, I don't list any fish. I just put everything. That's just, and so you can tell by the side of the boat, he ain't exactly going out to the big rock. So those are caught inshore somewhere. Now, the Bogue Inlet Pier, Spanish mackerel, bluefish, sea mullet, and black drum. Beach water temperatures as of 2 days ago, 70 degrees at the Bogue Inlet Pier. And we're going to show you sea surface temperatures that support that. But let's move on down. Remember last week, I showed you on the Johnny Mercer's Pier, there was a king mackerel. It was in the 50-pound range, like 55 pounds. Well, I highly advise folks for information, go to your YouTube channel and look at the comments on people post on specific shows that we do. On this show here about the king mackerel, we had a gentleman, oh boy, here it goes by the name of Ocean Pirate. After that 55-pound king mackerel at the Johnny Mercer's Pier, Ocean Pirate posts 64.6-pound king caught off of Holden Beach, 40 and 31 pounders off of Curie Beach Pier. So fishing information and reports and things like that continue on in the comment sections at YouTube. So go to the Bill Hitchcock 5117 YouTube channel, look at the comments on these shows, particularly on these fishing report shows, and you're going to see people adding information in there as well. What else do we have? I think that's pretty much it for the fishing report. Let me put this down. What I want to get into next, by the way, the weather, this is Monday, April 28th. I looked at the weather for the coast over the next 3, 4, 5 days. If there's ever a time that you can call into work well and play hooky and come down on the coast and fish, now is the time. The weather looks beautiful. We're going to have all of them down the coast. The lows are going to be in the 60s. The highs are going to be in the 70s, except down in the Cape Fear region. Midweek, some of the temperatures are going to climb on up into the 80s. The wind's going to be out of the south, generally around 15. Yes, some days it might be a little gusty up to 20. We're not looking at any chance of rain. So this coming week looks like a fabulous week to come on down to the coast of North Carolina and do any type of fishing. Now, here we got sea surface temperatures. This is very exciting to me. I'll start off in Pamlico Sound. If you look in Pamlico Sound, it is now warmer than the beach water temperatures in front of it. Then on Hatteras on Ocracoke Island, this is like the first time this year. You may recall during the wintertime, January or so, it's like in 40 degrees. It's now set like 70 degrees. That's fantastic. The Gulf Stream is pushing up in the mid-70s, pushing on up towards 80. By June, it will be 80 degrees. You still see that warm water going into Raleigh Bay, but look on down in Onslow Bay. Look off of the Wrightsville Beach, Topsail area. You see that warm water moving on in? Is that why the king mackerel and Spanish mackerel activity primarily has been the hottest in that area? Is this why? Don't know. Again, the beach water temperatures off of the Bogue Banks, Shackelford Banks area is around 70 degrees. So things are warming up. You can see just off of the north beach of Hatteras that cool water is still migrating on north, but it isn't that cold water anymore. It's cool water. We got 60 degree water temperature going down around the hook of, the point of Hatteras. You got 70 degree water temperature. On out to the Gulf Stream, we got 75 plus degree water temperatures. I love seeing things like this. And one little caveat, there was a note, this comes from Rutgers University, one little note that there was no adjustment for clouds. So i.e., in other words, there wasn't any clouds. And I'm really glad to see that, because the last time we had sea surface temperatures, there was a lot of cloud activity and got a little bit confusing. Well, that's all I got for you for right now. If you have some fishing report information, email me, billhitchcock@mail.com, billhitchcock@mail.com. You can post it there at YouTube. I'd like to thank, pardon me while I go off camera, Rich. Oh boy, Rich. Here we go again. Markward, for letting us use those the video that he has there posted at YouTube. If you have videos or pictures, send them to me. And by the way, a little word of advice. If you want to get up to me, the best way is the email at billhitchcock@mail.com. A lot of people try to go through Facebook. I might get a friend request, and some people will go to YouTube. But the most direct way and the best way that you know that I'm going to see it is if you email me. So if you do have pictures, information, whatever, or a charter boat captain that you'd like to recommend that we do an interview with, or anybody to do an interview with, just get up with me at the email address. Enough of me. I'm Bill Hitchcock. Until next time, see ya.
Post your questions, comments and concerns here on YouTube, or email them directly to Bill Hitchcock at this address.